Hey guys, welcome back to the Watches and Giggles channel. I'm Chris from Chicago. First off, as always, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I do appreciate it. I know, guys, it's been a while. It's been about 2 months, but I'm back and better than ever with an unboxing of a new Rolex watch. And no, the title is not a clickbait title. This was a free Rolex watch that I received. And we're going to get into that story in just a moment. But before we do, we'll see what I'm wearing. And today I have on the Rolex Explorer 39mm 214270, newly discontinued. This has become my daily driver. I have a year review coming up in November, and stay tuned for that. But love this watch, guys. But star of the show is this bad boy. And as you can see, it is a neo vintage Rolex. It is not a 6-digit Rolex. Before we get into that, I just want to cheers a little bit. This is a special watch for me, so salute. Show you what I'm drinking here as Halloween is tomorrow. Got a little pumpkin nitro and with a little badass pumpkin on the back. So celebrating this watch with a little booze. So cheers, everyone. So if you don't want to hear this story, just fast forward. But I'm going to tell the story really quickly on how I received a free Rolex watch. So most of you know, or some of you know, that I just turned 40 this year, was in August. And my father did collect watches, and he passed away quite some time ago, over a decade ago, a while ago. And my mother never gave me any of his watches. I won't get into all the watches, but he has a nice collection. But this was his favorite watch. And for my 40th birthday, my mom bestowed upon me this watch, and I am ecstatic and over the moon. And I kind of feel like that's how Rolex was supposed to be, right? We're in this day and age of prices going through the moon and appreciating so rapidly and collecting, tons of them. Back in the day, you bought the watch, you loved the watch, and you passed it down to your kids sometime, which I'm not saying some of us won't do or will do, but this makes this watch very, very special to me. And we'll get into the unboxing right away. So as you can see, this is a bigger box. So that may give it away to some of you. But let's open it up here. Now, normally I don't do this, but we're going to go through all this comes with. And you'll see this looks brand new. Like he kept everything. I know the serial number. I don't really care. But even has the receipt, his original receipt, which I won't open that up, but he did pay cash for this back in the day, which I thought was pretty cool. Now, the paperwork, when it was actually paper. Holy cow. Cover up the name there, but you can see when it was bought. September 29th, 1995. And this paperwork is in outstanding condition, just covering up my dad's name there. Put that away. Then all the goodies that it came with. Got to remember not to give the watch away here, but look at this booklet. It is brand new. I actually forgot one of the booklets at my mom's house, but flip through this real quick. I mean, that's not the 80s or 90s. I don't know what is. Holy cow. Very cool. Obviously, he even kept the card from the salesperson he bought it from at the time. Obviously, the nice little cleaning cloths that were back in the day. Very cool. And this I won't go over because it kind of gives away what the watch is. And then he kept, obviously, all the tags. The older tag here. Very cool. And then I can't show too much of this because it kind of gives what the watch away, but he also kept this tag. But we're going to get right into it without further ado. You might already know from this box, this is not a normal Rolex box. This is a special Rolex box. And here we go, guys. There we are. Yeah. It's a solid gold Rolex day date presidential. Let's get it off here. And there we are. There we have it. Look at that. This is also known as a Tony Soprano. If you're not familiar with that series, it was a long time ago, but he wore this watch in that series. And this is the 18238, the double quick set feature, which the one before this didn't have it. But he kept this watch only for special occasions, and it is in impeccable condition. There's some scratches, and obviously it's solid gold, but I mean, you can see the sticker on the back here. I mean, it's pretty much brand new, and he only wore it very sparingly. But this is a 36 millimeter watch, guys. Now, you know I have a big wrist. Let's put it down here. Take off the Rolex Explorer and put on this baby. Little bit smaller wrist than me. I'm going to have to actually buy a link or two, but look at that. Now, 36 millimeters really doesn't look that bad. At the time, guys, you'll know that there wasn't an option for a 41 millimeter watch. But at the time in 1995, this was considered a man's watch, and technically still is. But look at that beautiful champagne dial. I mean, this thing is absolutely beautiful. Look at the fluted bezel. I mean, you know, I think because of the weight, it doesn't feel as small for me, because it is very heavy. And also, this is this is 20 millimeters right here, so it's not 19, but I don't think it looks that bad for being a 36 millimeter watch. Now, I would never buy a 36 millimeter watch, but I will wear this watch very proudly, and I absolutely love it. Obviously, it has sentimental value through the roof, and I'm over the moon. And just, gosh, guys, it's hard to put into words how happy I am to have this watch and to be able to wear it, enjoy it, love it. This dial, it's not as vivid as a new champagne dials. It's a little more muted sunburst champagne, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. No rehaut in the dial there. This was before they did that. But this thing, I mean, it's just, it's really great. I haven't spent that much time with it. You could see I'm as giddy as a freaking school kid about it. It does have some scratches on it, but it's beautiful. I'm going to spend some time with it and do a review on it in the coming months, but I am over the moon to have this watch. I'm pretty sure if this was in 41 millimeters at the time, my dad would have bought it, but it is for 36 millimeter solid gold. It is heavy. This is my first solid gold watch, and I couldn't be more happy it was my father's. So that's going to do it for today, guys. We'll have a review on it when I spend some time with it, but hope everyone's well, hope everyone's healthy. I will be pumping out some more videos here. So until then, take care, and I'll talk to you guys next time.